very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. I am Edward Udedas Devasakayam Pillai with the highlights of today's newspaper. Today Wednesday, 20th of April 2016. Today we have three leading newspapers of Sri Lanka for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. The main headline of the Daily Mirror says, Maithripala Sirisena firm on financial decisions. Financial decisions only through committee comprising President, Prime Minister and Finance Minister. President Maithripala Sirisena is reported to have told the cabinet meeting yesterday that decisions related to the financial sector and the central bank should be taken only through a committee comprising him, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake. The cabinet met yesterday for the first time after the new year under the chair of the president and discussed, among others, the financial matters. He had reportedly said at the meeting that future decisions should be taken regarding the financial and central bank matters only through a committee consisting of him along with the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. He stressed the need to take such decisions through wide consultation. The president on Monday said he would not impose any tax that would burden the general public. He also said that he learned of it only through media reports. India's Tejas catches Sri Lanka attention. India's light combat aircraft named Tejas, which was several years in the making, had caught the attention of foreign buyers with Sri Lanka and Egypt evincing interest in the indigenously built fighter jet, India's PTI news agency reported. And the highlight says, Sri Lankan girl gets reconstructive surgery in South Korea. A Sri Lankan girl who had suffered severe burns had constructive surgery for burns in South Korea, sources said. Rochelle, the 13-year-old girl from Colombo, had been set on fire by her father, a drug addict, in a fit of rage when she was only a baby. The scars all over the body had hardened as she grew older, preventing her mouth, fingers and arms from working properly. The Korea Food for the Hungry International, which provides both domestic and international medical services, decided to sponsor half of the medical expenses while the remainder was covered by the Hanyang University Hospital. The surgery cost approximately 4 million rupees. Another highlight says, decision on lifting of EU fish ban tomorrow. A crucial meeting on the lifting of the ban on Sri Lanka fisheries product to EU countries is to be held tomorrow. Ministry spokesman D. Vanninayaka said the decision would be announced by the EU on the same day. The European Commission proposed a ban on imports of fish from Sri Lanka in October 2014 for not tackling illegal fishing properly and fishery products caught by vessels flagged in Sri Lanka. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline of the Daily News says, IGP selection. CC acted within its ambit. President let CC decide as he was in the midst of a conflict of interest. Refuting criticism on the conduct of the Constitutional Council in selecting the new Inspector General of Police, Justice and Buddha Sasana Minister Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa said that the CC was acting well within its capacity to select the suitable candidate for the post. Minister Rajapaksa said that President Maithripala Sirisena refrained from making the final selection for the post of the IGP as there was a conflict of interest. The individuals concerned are also responsible for his security, so he did not want to make a final decision and preferred to let the CC make a collective decision on the selection of the next IGP, he said. New IGP appointment illegal. The nomination of senior DIG Pujith Sundara as the Inspector General of Police by the Constitutional Council is illegal, Pivithuru Hello Urmiya leader Udaya Gamanpila said. Addressing a media briefing at the party headquarters yesterday, Gamanpila said that as per Section 42 of the Constitution, the CC only has the authority to either approve or disapprove a nomination submitted by the President. Another highlight says President to unveil South Asia's tallest Buddha statue. The tallest Buddha statue in South Asia, located at the Batamulla Kanda International Buddhist Center in Matugama, will be unveiled by President Maithripala Sirisena on April 23. The statue is 135 feet in height. The statue, built at a cost of 90 million rupees, is financed by Matugama UNP organizer Jagat Pinagoda Vidana. A meditation center with meditation cabins have also been built in this same location. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. The main headline of the Ceylon Today says, 8 Lankans in Bangladesh cyber haste. Names details revealed to government. Sets of separate police probe in Colombo. 8 Sri Lankan nationals residing in Sri Lanka have been directly involved in the $1.3 billion cyber haste, allegedly with help from Chinese nationals from the Bangladesh Central Bank account with Federal Reserve Bank of New York, senior state officials in Colombo confirmed yesterday. The Lankan government has been given the names and other particulars of the Lankans involved in the scam, agency reports and Lankan officials confirmed. The confirmation came in a sequel to inquiries made about agency reports to this effect, naming 20 foreigners, including 8 Sri Lankans, as possibly being recipients of stolen Bangladeshi government funds, while not necessarily being part of the hackers' organization. Cabinet ministers in Panama Papers spill the beans. Joint opposition tells government. The joint opposition has decided to demand that government reveals in parliament the names of the 2 cabinet ministers who are alleged to have been named in the leaked Panama Papers. Deputy organizer of joint opposition and UPFA Ratnapura district MP Ranjit Soisa told this paper that the JO has decided to call for a debate in parliament over the Panama Papers scandal at next party leaders meeting. Another highlight says 70 HIV cases in first quarter 2016. Most are homosexual youth. The AIDS Control Unit has, during the first 3 months in 2016, identified 70 persons, mostly youth, as HIV or AIDS positive. Director of the National Sexually Transmitted Diseases and AIDS Control Program, Dr. Sisira Lianage, said yesterday. About 70% of the diagnosed individuals are male and most of them are in the age group of 25 to 49. Most of them have contracted HIV through homosexual relationships. Homosexual men are at a higher risk. But if we increase awareness about HIV and prevention methods relating to sexual transmitted diseases, we can easily reduce the number of HIV infected persons, he said. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan Newspaper Highlights.